Good morning, everybody. Dr. Rick Wallace here, dropping in on you for Saturday's Rules for Success. I hope that you guys have had an unbelievable week. Remember, a lot of how you're going to be able to interpret the progress that you make is by framing it under the understanding of what a challenge and a disruption means for the long term benefit of whatever it is you're striving for. If you're looking for a life of ease, then you must be prepared for minimal reward. If you're looking for a life of reward, achievement, accomplishment, and impact, you must then be prepared to take on challenges. I say this often, you are not going to circumvent the vicissitudes of life. Changes are coming. They're not going to always send you a warning that they're on their way. They're most of the time going to show up when you least expect it. And it's up to you to do what is necessary to get the most out of the challenge. And that's the way that I've conditioned and trained myself to take on challenges. I don't see challenges as problems. I see them as opportunities. I see them as puzzles that need to be solved. They need solutions, and that the answers to one of them exist in the mind of God. You view and see God, you have to understand that there's nothing you can face, that the answers and the solutions aren't available. It's about understanding your position, and having a commitment to achieving something in this life. So with that being said, I'm going to kind of drop a little something on you, hopefully, that will give you some insight into how to take on challenges, how to take on difficult moments. While I'm thinking about it, don't forget, the pre-order for the book, I Am, is still going on. We're in the pre-release mode. We're accepting pre-orders. Pre-orders, you're going to get the book at a discounted price. You're also going to get a free 30-minute session with yours truly, a breakthrough session. I've had a blast with these breakthrough sessions. I can't even explain it. There are some people who maybe have done it that'll drop in and explain it, but I love working with people and getting to, a lot of these are done virtually through video. Some of them are done over the phone. Most of them are done face-to-face video conferencing. So I get to see the eyes of the people as the blinders come down, or they get an answer that they've been looking for a long time, and now they have an idea of where they're going, and now they're excited. I get to see that, and it's so powerful. If you haven't pre-ordered your book, get it. If you haven't now remember, I Am is the second in a 6-book series. It follows my 20th book, which is Critical Mass, which is the first book in the series. I Am is the second book in the series. I Am deals with verbal declaration, verbal proclamation, which sets the course of your life and the understanding of what that means. And I'm going to talk about that somewhat today, but definitely pre-order the book, take advantage of the promo benefits, especially the breakthrough session. You have to be able to manage your energy. You hear people talk about energy. A lot of times the discussions on energy is highly esoteric and immensely difficult to decipher. So I'm going to do the best I can to break this down and talk about it in a way that is easily understood and leaves you with an ability to take what has been placed in front of you and apply it immediately to how you're moving about and engaging the challenges in life, engaging your desires, your wishes, because your energy is immensely powerful in influencing your outcomes in everything that it is you're doing. My wife shared something earlier this morning where a woman was talking about she keeps attracting the same type of man. And it was actually on a Steve Harvey show, and you guys know how I feel about Steve Harvey, but I feel stronger about the truth. I'm able to put things aside. When the truth is there, the truth is the truth, regardless to who delivers it. And in this instance, Steve was right on point. He kept telling her that when you speak something, when you think something, when you have an idea, your thoughts have physicality. Listen to me. Your thoughts have physicality. Your thoughts are not simply some immaterial idea floating around in your head. Your thoughts literally dictate your energy. If you have a thought, your thought comes from or originates from a belief. Your thoughts are governed by your beliefs. And if your beliefs give you a thought that has a negative impact or negative outcome, it lowers the frequency of the energy that you are emitting. And we know now that we can study the body on a certain level. We know that the body and the brain emits energy all the time. And we know that these frequencies and these vibrations that come from these frequencies change. So what we know now through the study of quantum physics is that not only does the body emit energy, not only does your thoughts have energy, not only do your words have energy, but when you emit this energy, it literally is resonant. What does that mean? What is resonance? Resonance is resonance is the force that says whatever energy you put out comes back. In other words, energy attracts like energy. So whatever you focus on creates an energy. And then when you emit that energy brings back to you its likeness. What am I saying? What I'm saying is this, that people think that you can talk about what you don't want and you establish a parameter of what you're not going to get, but it doesn't work that way. See, when you start talking about what you don't want, there's an energy that goes along with the perceived reality of what that is. If you say you don't want to lose your job, you don't want to experience financial difficulty, you don't want a deadbeat mate that doesn't know how to meet you in the middle of the relationship, you're actually thinking about what that type of reality feels like. You're now emitting negative energy. You're emitting energy based off of the perception of what you're saying you don't like. You don't sit up and say, I don't like something, and then you have a great feeling. You start to think about how much you hate it. And when you hate something, that's a negative vibration. That's a negative frequency. That's a low frequency. And you're emitting it. Now, exactly what you're emitting has a unique dialed-in frequency. And that frequency will literally attract a like frequency. So the very thing you say you don't want is what you attract. You spend far too much time talking about what you don't want instead of setting the mental image and the mental picture of what you do want, which creates a frequency that is associated with how you perceive what you want. If you want financial fluidity, financial security, financial freedom, a mate who knows how to love you, meets you in the middle of the relationship, shares with you, builds you, elevates you, speaks power into your life, your dreams, your visions, and is there to support you. The idea of that changes your frequency. What you emit is now based on what you see in your future, based on if that came to pass. And so what you have to be able to do is sit up and say, I have the power to declare. You know, in the book of Job, for those of you who read the Bible, those of you who don't, just follow along with me. In the book of Job, it says a couple of things, but one thing it says that you shall declare a thing and it shall be established. Now we know that that's real. As you speak, you declare. As you declare, the mind perceives and then recycles the energy you've already put into the universe so that you keep recycling. You got to be careful of your self-talk. I've heard it said that your brain is the most powerful supercomputer in the world, and your self-talk is the software and the operating system that it will run. What you are saying about yourself, even in jest and in joking, is actually setting the course of your life, because your